but I'm sure eventually the guys would go, that's it, I'm done, you know, and then I end up sitting around for another 40 years trying to figure this out. Wonder where my favourites are and why. Yes, I am. Exactly. Where are the bugs? You serious? Oh man, where are the bugs? That's no wonder. That's the intentions of that. Someone must have bought this box of software to let it roll out. That's quite a simple game. Oh, oh, look at the bar. Right. Well, they take another, get an extension loop, mate. That's probably the recommendation. Actually, if you turned off your faculty, yeah, screw down the pedals, mate. That's the pedal problem. Yeah. Wait for us to start recording because nothing's amazing.
It was probably better than that sim I did that day.
Yes, that's
Mate, that would, how old was that? Like, we went in like 2015 or something, and you jump in, and the guy goes, all right, you're going to start. He goes, oh, no, the rules, the rule regulations, it stops your cameras, and they all start from 1998 or something.
Welcome everyone to round 2 of PAFR Season 3. We are here for the Spanish Grand Prix today, the circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia. We are about to start qualifying, already started almost 1 minute ago, but drivers still building, preparing their setups, picking their tires, but now already coming out of the pit lane. First driver to come out is going to be AA Gaming, now named as PAFR AA, but still our friend AA Gaming, the first driver to come out of the pit lane, followed by the Alfa Romeo of John Fans. Still not many people coming out. There are now the two, both Williams, one of the Ferraris too, Dark Lord, and well, all the other drivers starting to come out of the pit lane. We remember last weekend our race at Bahrain, which today will have a completely different race as both tracks are completely different. Bahrain is a very wide track, whereas a lot of chances of overtaking on every single lap. But on this time it's completely the opposite. Spain is not the easiest track to overtake. It's not impossible, but the overtaking difficulty is much bigger than on Bahrain, as only 2 DRS zones we have. One of them is too short at the end of the track, and the first one, I would say, corner exit to that straight is not good for overtaking, so we'll have to see a lot of ERS deployment, good straight line speed setups, and well, tire difference too, to see overtaking there. Drivers already starting their flying laps. A Gaming has already done so. We're gonna go on board with him. Into sector 1, that's a 21.6. Now we're going to go with John Fans, who's also going to go through that sector now. And he's gonna do a 21.6, but some thousandths faster than A Gaming, so it's a very tie between these two. And A Gaming has already invalidated his lap time, he has no more. Now we're going to go on board with John Fans to see what time he can complete. Going through sector 2, second DRS straight. It's 50.2. Finishing sector 2 now. The part of the track with the most corners, the slowest part of the track on sector 3. Very short sector 2, but very slow one. Into the final chicane. As I said, not a good exit, not a fast exit of a corner. Into the finish line is going to be a 16.5, 116.5. First time to be set. We are going to see more right now. It's Nox, who now sets the fastest time with a 115.8, 4 tenths faster than Darklord. No, now Darklord goes up into P2. Adam into P3 at 116.3. Ash into P5, but a very slow time by him, so that's definitely not counting as a real time. Now he's on a flying lap, probably taking 2 warm-up laps or maybe invalidated, now trying another lap with the fuel he still has. Rostorm, who racing this time as a reserve driver, up into P7 is a 117.2, is definitely not a good time for him. Now Flash go P1, it's a 115.8, just some thousandths of a second in front of Nox. The two of them on a 115.8, it's only thousandths what make the difference here. By the way, I have to say that our winner from last weekend, Quinten, is not racing today because he's being promoted into Division 1. He's gonna be racing there as reserve, so we are definitely 100% going to have a new winner today on this season. So Quinten's done a good job demonstrating himself on the last race, demonstrating his skills, and has been promoted into Division 1. So we won't have him today. We have the other two drivers that completed the podium last time, Tick and Ecot, P2 and P3. Both racing here, but haven't done a lap time yet. Just some interesting data to check about last race and this race. So as we can see here, most people are currently on the pit lane. We have Womax, who has just completed a lap time now, P8 for Womax. SMTH is now on a flying lap, not, or about to start one. No, I think he's doing now a flying lap. But well, he's on P11 now. Then Danjay, if I'm not wrong, this is his first race, racing as a reserve driver. Invalidates his lap. Well, we're going on board now with A Gaming, who is on a flying lap, trying to set one now as well. He invalidated his first shot. We're now on board with him into Sector 1. We remember he did a 21.6 if I'm not wrong last time. It's going to be a 21.6 this time too. Consistent time there by A Gaming, but not really sure if that's gonna allow him to go up into P1 or fight in the top places at least. Taking all the curb there, now goes off the track, not going to invalidate his time, but definitely that lap's not going to count anymore, and he falls in front of a Haas. I think it's going to be Danjay, but he had invalidated lap time. It's not going to be a problem, I think. Well, let's see if A Gaming has another chance to start a lap time, or if he has to pit to charge fuel, and he is going to stay out to do another lap time. He has enough fuel loaded right now, as it looks like. Once again, we are going to go on board with A Gaming. Again, taking all the curb. This time not cutting so much the corner as on his last lap. He goes a bit wider this time on the exit of that corner. Now taking it all the way to the right. By the outside using the curbs again. It's going to be a 21.6 again. So being very consistent on that Sector 1. In all his laps he's done to the moment. Now this is the part of the track where he went off on his last flying lap. And he spins once again there. A Gaming making mistakes on the same part of the track twice now. And this is not gonna allow him. And once again he's going to meet with the Haas. The Haas, or the other Haas, is going to meet him now. And the Haas also spins of Midismela, our pole sitter from last weekend, now meeting with A Gaming. Well, spin for both drivers, and now an Alfa Romeo is going to meet Midismela too, and that's going to be John Fans. On board with Knox now, who's going to finish his flying lap. He's going to go up into P1, 115.7. Defeats Flesh at the moment, but Flesh still in the pit lane, coming back to the pit lane. Knox now leading this qualifying. Demonstrates to be very strong on qualifying. Was very unfortunate on the race last time, hitting with Eat My Dust. He was in contention for the win, but well, they had that very unfortunate accident on turn 1 when going 3 wide. Fighting with Tick, if I'm not wrong, too. Then meeting with Eat My Dust, who still was to pit or had very old tires. And well, made a collision there, and that was chances of winning over for him. Well, and here we have some interesting strategies going on. It's Ash, who's qualified on the mediums. Yeah, Ash has qualified on the mediums and P7 as 116.4. That's not too slow compared to Nox's time on P1. It's only 6 times lower, so well, Ash going very fast there. He missed the first race last weekend. Let's see what he can do today. Eat My Dust also on medium tires. Not so far, 4 tenths behind Ash, who is also on the mediums. And Echoes has done the same on the medium tires, only 1 second slower than Nox. Darklord now DNFs the race. He was on P3. Very unfortunate for him. Looks been a crash on the second DRS straight. Very unfortunate because he was on P3. Was with chances to fight for that pole position today. 5 more minutes remaining of this qualifying session. Knox dominating by now. And we are still missing time from some people. Now Tick, we are missing a time from him. Up into P2, only 13 thousandths of a second slower than Knox. Flash only 25 thousandths of a second slower than Knox too. So it's a very close battle for pole between the top 3. Knox P1, Tick P2, Flash P3. The 3 of them in only 26 thousandths of a second. Very close battle for the lead we are having today. Still missing times from 3 drivers here, both of Haas team and Safcob. We're on board now with Mirismela, our pole sitter from last weekend. Had a very unfortunate race the last time, took pole, then went off the track and fall into last place on the first lap. Finally was able to recover into P6, if I'm not wrong, P6. But very unfortunate, definitely not what he wanted. He wanted to go for the win after starting on that pole position. Can he try to go for a pole position today? Probably yes. He's going purple sector many times. That's not completely accurate from part of the game, but being from part of Mirismela, he should be going very fast. Now when the exit of the last corner is going to be P4 for Mirismela and only 1/1000 of a second behind Knox. Getting into the battle for pole position between these 4 drivers. Knox, Tick, Flash and Mirismela. The 4 of them from a different team. Well, less than 2 minutes remaining now, and we see Ash has decided to change it to the soft tire. Definitely a right decision, I think. Could be, he's on P11, that's a very good place to start on Spain, because you can start on the mediums, then go change to the hards, as Spain is also one of these tracks that degrades a lot the tires, same as Bahrain last weekend. So starting on P11 could be a good decision, but well, Ash has decided to change for the softs. Echo's also in a good position now, but also decided to change into the softs. It might dust still on the mediums, but he's not in a good position. P15 is too far, so he should change for the soft tires. Now less than 1 minute remaining. Who's going to take that pole position today? We're on board with Knox, currently leading the grid on that P1. Flash DNFs the race. That's been a crash on the last sector, as we can see on the map, on the mini-map. Now Knox into sector 2, 1 times faster than his previous time. He's improving now, going to build a bigger gap in his current provisional pole position place he is. it might has DNFs, so he's going to stay on those medium tires. A bit of a bump moment for Knox on that exit of the final corner. Is he improving anything now? He does. He improves to 10s at 115.5 for Knox, but now Miris Mela also finishes time. Rostorm up into P5, very strong time by him. On his first race of the season. So Adam now into P5 and Tiggs into the pit lane, so looks going to be pole position for Knox. Second pole seated of the season looks like it's gonna be. Who can defeat Knox? Can A Gaming do so? Looks he won't be able to. He's already finished his lap. So it's going to be Knox. Is going to be on pole position today. Knox, our second pole seated of the season after Midis Mela. Pole seated at Spain. But now let's see how the race turns to be. And A Gaming is going to be the one who's gonna start on P11. So he's gonna have that privilege of starting on the medium tires. We have to see how good it works for him. Spain is not an easy track to overtake, as I already said. But who knows, just try to be consistent and try to get that pace on the fresher tires. Gonna be an interesting race for sure. Oh, and Adam has a 5-place grid penalty. So Adam's going to be starting 10th, if I'm not wrong. We have a comment now on our commentary box. Very good moment to have so, because we're about to start the race. Let's see from who our comment today is. It's from our driver A Gaming. He says, invalidated every lap, then when I go purple, a car is in the middle of the track. Well, yeah, I was on board with A Gaming, as he says. He invalidated or went off the track on most of his laps. And then when he goes purple, a car is blocking him in the middle of the track. So yeah, that's a bit of bad luck. But well, may not be, because he's gonna start on P11, so starting on P11 here, may also be key for a race win. Can start on the mediums, go for one stop, as usually this track, if you start on P1, probably gonna be on 2 stops or 1 stop, but with very degraded hard tires to the end of the race. So he has that tire advantage, we could say, but not track position advantage. Getting ready to start, probably gonna have to wait now, because they're going to take their time to plan their strategy, check fuel, maybe even fix setup. No one's going to ready up. And well, what we can see is that track is gonna be completely dry, no wet races. And I think that's good in this case, because we are still on the start of this new F1 2021 game. So mistakes, if on dry, are pretty often. On wet, probably going to double that chance. So better to have dry races for people to get used to the new game. And well, probably it's going to be normal to see some spins, some mistakes going on this race. Let's hope I'm wrong, but in normal circumstances I think that's going to be the case, as definitely not driver's fault, as I was saying, still on the first. And we don't even have a month on this game, so still people getting used to it. Pretty common to see mistakes going on. So definitely no surprise if it happens. It happened a lot on last race. It can happen a lot today too. But let's hope for a clean and exciting race. Let's hope the less mistakes happen today. Let's hope it's a clean battle between drivers. This track doesn't allow too much battles, but let's hope to see some of that, and well, very fun race to watch. Let's hope so. Well, and now we're getting ready to start. Less than 30 seconds to go. Probably all the drivers out of the top 10 gonna start on the mediums, maybe some of them on the hards. We're going to check right now. Yeah, most on the mediums and only 2 of them on the hards. That's going to be It My Dust and Juventino. They're trying to go for the hard tire for the start of the race. P17 and P18, so they really don't have anything to lose there. Knox starting on pole position. Let's see if he can keep that into turn 1. If he does get a good start, he will. If not, let's see who's going to take the lead. Miris Mela got a poor start last weekend and got the lead taken away from him at the first lap, the first turn 1 if I'm not wrong. Then had the unfortunate spin, and well, that was falling to last place of the race. Let's hope for no safety car on lap 1, and let's hope that everyone, no DNFs too on lap 1. We continue the 20 drivers. Knox there exiting the final corner to take his spot on the grid finally for the Alpine team. Then we have Tick for the Ferrari, Flesh for the Red Bull, Miris Mela for the Haas team, Rostorm for the Williams. A very split grid here in different teams. We have the top 5 drivers from a different team. Now everyone's taking their spot on the grid. We're on board with Danjay, who is the last driver who's gonna do so. And we can finally start the Spanish Grand Prix. Lights coming out at any moment. Lights out and away we go. Who got the better start? I think Tick did get a better start than Knox. He is already side by side with me. He's going to send the dive bomb there into turn 1. Can Knox defend by the outside? Knox does defend by the outside. Also his teammate Darlor goes up into P3, but he's fighting with Flash. No, not anymore. Darlor wins 3 places from the start of the race. Massive start by Darlor, starting on P6, already on P3. It's a 2-3 for Ferrari. Tick got better start than Knox, but Knox was able to defend his place by the outside. Checking into the back of the field. A-Gaming has won 3 places already. Ash has won 4 places already. Very good start there on the back of the grid. Adam also won 3 places at the start, so we have some drivers here that has have done very massive start. We have a yellow flag on sector 2, and that's going to be Bonaldu's dropped 10 places down into P18. He got any wing damage? Yes, he has completely destroyed the front wing. Unfortunate for him, It My Dust drops 2 places too. Edge drops 2 places. Then we have both Aston Martins fighting each other and some wing damage going on there too. Nox has already built a gap of 7/10, but not going to be easy at all to pull away 1 second from Teak. Teak's also a very fast driver, and well, both have already fighted each other last weekend at Bahrain. Today it looks going to repeat the battle between these two. Darlor and P3 keeping the train. Then we have Flash, who's trying to keep the train because he's 1 second behind already. 9/10 now, he's on the edge of losing that DRS zone. And well, Nox 8/10 in front already, he's flying right now. 9/10, and Safkov DNFs on sector 1. We have a Bertol safety car now. Bertol safety car. Lap 3 of the race, DRS should be enabled at any moment now, but we have this Bertol safety car. We are racing again, and Ben gets a drive-through penalty. The other Aston Martin driver, so very unfortunate start of the race for the Aston Martin team with 1 DNF and now a drive-through penalty. Well, Nox now has already put away 1.2 seconds in front of Teak. Showing a very strong pace, at least at the start of the race. Qualifying, there wasn't a big gap between the two of them, but on the race, Nox dominating now. But 1.2, can Teak reduce that gap and enter that DRS zone again? Yellow flag on sector 3, what's it this time? It's the Mercedes of SMTH. Spun on the final corner. Nox leads the race 1.1 seconds in front of Teak. Darklord 1.7 seconds behind Teak. No train this time. We have Miris Meta now on the attack of Flash. He dropped 1 place to Darklord on the start of the race, but well, now let's see if he can overtake Flash. He goes off the track. Now gets overtaken by Rostorm. Went off the track into the gravel. Rostorm goes through very easily there. Now Rostorm is going to have an attack on Flash, and Rostorm has a lot of ERS. Everyone has a lot of ERS actually. No one has really deployed a lot of it. Nox keeps building a gap, 1.5 seconds now, 1.6 seconds now. Nox flying currently on track, 1.9, he's massively going fast there. It's already gonna pull away 2 seconds in only 5 laps, 4 laps really. We are just entering lap 5 and Nox already 2 seconds in front of Teak. Probably Teak got a very poor exit of the corner. It's not possible that he dropped 5/10 in just some meters, so probably got a very poor exit as Darlow also has shortened the gap with him. Here we're on board with A Gaming, the first of the drivers on the medium tire. He's already attacking Adam. His tires should start working much better than the guys in front of him. Very soon he has a 4-car train in front of him. So well, there's a lot of victims A Gaming will have at any moment, because yeah, Star is gonna start working way better than them, their tires. Gets a very good exit out of final corner, but can think of an attack now. Now on this lift with DRS and ERS activated for him. He's gaining on Adam on this slipstream. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, it can. Going for a dive on into turn 1. A Gaming gets the move done, goes up into P7 of the race. Now, can he get the other guys? For sure he can on those fresher tires. A Gaming looking for a podium today, if not something else. Knocks on front of the grid, keeps dominating, now pulls away 2.5 seconds in front of Teak. We don't have a train at the front of the race, but we have a train here from P4 to P8, P9 actually. Ash also on a charge on the medium tires. Gonna try to overtake Adam at any moment too. On board with A Gaming is getting a very good run on the guys in front, but now they pit. We have Mirismed and Adam both into the pit lane. They are going to undercut A Gaming definitely. And A Gaming very far behind Flesh now, even think of an attack. Have a yellow flag, it's Womack's spawn. Womack's off the track, but yeah, completely broken wing. Back into the race, but nothing he can do. He's gonna have to pit, and he's last on track now. When he pits, he's going to be more than 20 seconds behind last place on track. So it's very unfortunate race for Womack's now. Nox leading now by 2.4 seconds, but he has used all of his ERS. No ERS for Nox now. Will he think about pitting soon? Womack's now at 10-second time penalty, a safety car, the only thing that can save him. A 5-second penalty now for speeding in the pit lane, and Womack's DNFs the race. But he does on the pit lane. Nox now decides to pit. Well, he did had a very good lead, gap for the lead, but he still decided to cover from the undercut. Now he can even go for extending that gap even more when Teak pits, as he's going to be on fresher tires, can even do a very fast lap on those fresh mediums. He's on a two-stop strategy. Medium tires for Nox, and he's going to come out on P6. He hasn't lost anything really, only down into P6. Well, it's probably maybe gonna be a battle between Nox and A Gaming for the win of this race, or the other guys on the medium tires, if nothing weird happens. Nox currently 5 seconds behind Ecot and 10 seconds behind A Gaming. Something's happened to A Gaming actually, because he was in front of Ash and now Ash is in front of him. What happened there? Was it a normal overtake? I don't think so. Maybe a mistake by A Gaming is what happened. But Nox now, the guy on track on the medium tires with the better position on P3 currently. So it may be a very good race today for the Alpine team. I'm sorry, I got confused with Renault from last season. Uh, Alpine team. Tig now pits. He's gonna drop a lot compared to Knox. Now the question is, will even his teammate undercut him? No, something happened to Dark Lord. Adam now on DRS from Flash is gonna go up into P12 of the race. Mid is Mela in front of him, attacking Euge for P10. Tick has come out 3.7 seconds behind Knox. That's 1 second away from how it was before they pitted. So yeah, that undercut worked good for Knox, or that defense from an undercut. Finally able to pull away 1 second in front of Tick. So all the guys that pitted have decided to go for the medium tires. So none of them thinking on a one-stop strategy from the guys that started on the soft, trying to go for a soft hard. Well, now Rostorm pits. He's the only driver on soft now. Let's see what tires he's going to go for. He's gonna go for the Rostorm's gonna go for the hard tires. He's going to be the only driver who started on soft that's going to decide to go for hards. He extended very good those soft tires that first stop, and only stop 2. Where's he going to come out? He's gonna come out in front of Adam, but Adam's on the mediums, defending his place there, not allowing Adam to go through, and he has his teammate in front. Teammate who hasn't stopped yet, now lets him by, but now unable to hold Adam too. Adam gets through also. Ash leading now the race, followed by A Gaming. This is the Berto lead of the race, because they only have to stop once, while Knox have to stop one more time too. So Ash is our real leader of the race now. Not so fresh tires as Knox is, but leading the race, still has the track position. Knox is 2.2 seconds behind Eckott, who is also the 3 guys in front on the medium tire strategy. But Knox should be faster because he's on 8 lap fresher tires than the guys in front of him. Yellow flag on sector 2 and sector 3. It's because Mercedes of SMTH. Yeah, SMTH had a bit of had a tiny spin there. Now we have Ben, who's off the track. Not been a good race for him from the start of the race. We remember getting that drive-through on the first laps. On board with Knox, who keeps closing the gap to Eckott. On board now with Adam, who's trying to get the overtake down on Rossom. He's gonna try to go by the outside, but not enough. Can't overtake Rossom on the fresher tires, but Rossom also has DRS to defend his place with the guys in front, so this is definitely something good for him. And where where Rostorm now is 23.1 seconds behind the lead of the race. So when Ash pits, he's gonna be in front of Rostorm, so doesn't have the virtually mid meta. Something happened to him, dropped some places there. Where Rostorm is not going to be able to take the lead of the race when Ash and A-Game pit. We have a yellow flag now, and it's Mirismela with a spin there. Not a good moment for him. We remember that he also had some spins last weekend. Today also with another spin, not being able still. Good quality result, but not being able to get all of his potential on the race, as it should be. Now Adam gets the overtake done on Rostorm. No, he can't. Rostorm there defends his place. No, Adam was taking ouch, I'm sorry. Rostorm has pulled away some gap in front. Now trying to overtake Danjay for P8 of the race. Gets a good run into him by the inside. Not a place where we usually see overtakes. Great maneuver there by Rostorm to take P8 of the race. 24.4 seconds behind the lead of the race. Definitely not going to take the lead when the guys in front pit. He's going to probably be by P3, because Eckott is 8 seconds behind Ash. We have Nox now, who is desperate to overtake Eckott. He's already on his DRS on his back, but he will have to get the move done very soon. He doesn't want to lose into the leaders. Rostorm now gets past Juventino, up into P7 now. We'll have some freeway in front, at least for some time, because he's going to meet Eat My Dust at any moment now. Very big lock there. Didn't look like it was from Rostorm. Not sure, maybe a glitch. But well, he's 3 seconds behind Eat My Dust. If he meets him, well, if he is able to overtake him, then he's gonna have freeway from 10 seconds. Now Ash and A-Game in pit. Not going to be a big difference in tire age from Rostorm's tires, but the thing now is, where are they going to come out? Nox now takes the lead of the race. Now on board with Rostorm, probably not going to overtake the three of them, or can he do so? We're on board with Rostorm. No, he won't be able to. Ash already on the pit lane exit. Rostorm was 2 behind to even think about it. Not even Eat My Dust was able to come out in front of them. Yellow flag on sector 1, it's Danjay off the track, spinning there, but reincorporates himself. Now we have John Fans, who meets that shaky car in front of him. Well, so now Nox is leading the race, and he has A-Game in 13 seconds behind, Ash 11 seconds behind. Does Nox have any chance of winning this race still? Or are chances of winning over? If he's fast, why not? He can still defend that pole position. But it's going to have to push as hard as he can. Tick, by the way, also in contention. He Dardo DNF the race now. Where has this happened? Safety car, and this has completely changed the race. It's a safety car on lap 16. Now Nox and Tick both compete. Will they go for the mediums or will they go for the hards to the end of the race? Very interesting question now. Half of the race to go. I think mediums can make it to the end. Probably. Well, this DNF has completely changed the race. Now everyone will be back in contention. As I said, it would be a battle for the win between Nox and, well, Tick, Ash and A Gaming if nothing weird happened. But now, with this, Nox comes to the pit lane, definitely nothing else he could have done. But the question is, what tires is he going to go for now? Mediums or hards? Nox going to go for the hard tires to the end of the race. Oh, he got blocked. He got blocked in the pit lane entry. And where is he going to come? Ash is going to take the lead of the race. A Gaming is going to also overtake Nox. Nox comes out in P3 now. Very close to lost the placement to Rostorm. Tick comes out on P5. So we have a new race leader, Ash, leading the race. One lap older tire than Nox has. Well, some guys decided to go for medium, such as Eat My Dust, who, wow, gets a very good place now, having started on the hards on P7. Then Adam, Flesh, Juventino, the four of them on the mediums. Oh, and A Gaming gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Nox. But he was in front. What happened there? Now Nox got in front of A Gaming, but now A Gaming retakes his place. Is there any wing damage here? And A Gaming now gets a 5-second penalty. Probably can get this penalty removed after the race. 10 seconds for A Gaming now. No one pit, so probably, thankfully, no damage went there. Oh, something weird went here. Oh no, it's Tick. Tick, yeah, something happened to Tick there. There's some debris on track. Did he break his wing? Yeah, completely. What happened there? Well, race has been relaunched already. I'm sorry, didn't notice. I didn't think safety car was going to go out very soon. But well, the Tick has completely broke his front wing there, and Danger is also off the track. What happened there? I have completely lost it. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting safety car to go out very soon. Ash already 2 seconds in front of A Gaming, and well, Nox is now going to have free way to attack him, as no DRS for A Gaming to defend. It's going to be a battle between the Alpine guys, because A Gaming has now picked a 3-second time penalty. Probably he can get the other penalties removed, but this one probably not. Not sure what happened to Tick there, but well, very unlucky for him. Nox will get a very good run now. A Gaming waving a bit to cut the slipstream. I think Nox shouldn't be attacking right now. He should wait for DRS to be enabled. Not really anything he can do without DRS to overtake A Gaming. And while the guys on the medium should start to progress now, Adam and P6 trying to overtake Ecot. Nox makes a bit of a mistake there. Cost him some temps against A Gaming. Now has to deploy more of his ERS. Ash may have this race on the back, but we have to see what Nox can do really, because A Gaming doesn't look to have the pace to battle for that win, but Nox does look to have it. DRS enabled now. Well, A Gaming doesn't seem that's going to be able to defend from this one. Only 3/10 what separates, and well, A Gaming doesn't really look to have the pace. But it's Spain, it's not an easy track to overtake. We will see where Nox decides to attack. Will it be on this straight? Will it be on the main straight? Definitely not gonna be here. It's a very short straight to even think about an overtake. Different up pace seems to be gigantic between A Gaming and Nox. Nox definitely completely at his back. Should overtake him at any moment if he still wants to have a chance of winning this race. Well, now deploying his ERS, but A Gaming wins sometimes on the exit of the corner. Now Nox by this slipstream. It's not going to be possible for A Gaming to defend this one, or can he do? Yes, he does. A Gaming defends there. Adam is already up into P5 of the race. And well, he's now going to be on the attack of Rostorm with those fresh medium tires. We have a yellow flag, and it's Nox, I think. No, it wasn't Nox, it was A Gaming. A Gaming off the track, but it cost Nox time too. Nox is down into P6 of the race. He got any damage? Yes, he has. Nox, another unfortunate race for him. Now Adam's up into P2, and well, Adam can win this race. Not really sure, he's on the mediums. Should be faster than Ash on the hards, but he's 5 seconds behind. Is 10 laps enough to shorten that gap and to keep that tire advantage? Eat My Dust, also looking for a very good result. Gets the move done and Echo up into P3. Juventin also doing very good on this race. And we could have today a podium with completely different people than last weekend. Last weekend we have Quinten, Teak and Eckot. At the moment today we have Ash, Adam and Eat My Dust. Rostorm and Nox into the pit lane now, very unfortunate. A Gaming down into P8 of the race. Yellow flag on sector 3, it's Danjay, I think. Yes, it's Danjay off the track there. Well, Adam's been almost 1 second faster than Ash on this final lap. Have a yellow flag on sector 1 and it's Stick who's just spawned but he's back on track. Another yellow flag and it's Midismela. Midismela is in the wall. Completely destroyed the front wing and well, same as Nox, very fast drivers. But being involved in accidents on last 2 races. Definitely not helping them at all on their championship battle. Last time they could both score points. In this case, I'm not really sure if they are going to be able to. Well, and this is interesting because Adam now 4 seconds behind Ash. He's getting closer. Well, now again Ash stands the gap. But Adam closing again there. 4.0 seconds. Midismela DNF the race, but on the pit lane is not going to change anything now. And well, Adam keeps shortening the gap to Ash, so we could have a battle for the lead in the final laps of the race. 3.5 seconds now, the gap is getting closer. Well, the only battle we have on track currently in a DRS range is Ekot against Eat My Dust. Ekot there on the hard tires, Eat My Dust on the mediums. He has fresher tires, but mediums should get degraded faster than the hards. But well, it's not so. We have only round of 6 laps remaining on this race, so shouldn't. I think mediums can get perfectly to the end now. Adam still keeps in that 3.9 second gap. Oh, and there's off the track goes Danje, I think. We are on board with Adam now, who's still trying to close that gap into the lead of the race. 3.6 seconds. But well, doesn't look to be pushing. Well, now he is. Wasn't pushing before. Well, just for the exit of the corner, uses a bit of his ERS. Well, it's going to be very difficult in 4 laps to close that gap. But well, he has to try everything he can. Put some pressure on Ash. And well, Ekot keeps attacking Eat My Dust, but seems going to be very difficult for him to send an overtake now, as he doesn't have really much ERS left to attack. Well, something interesting too is that Ash was the winner for the Spanish Grand Prix last season too, on F1 2020, and today on F1 2021 he can be or winner too of this Spanish Grand Prix, but well, it's going to be him, but well, we can't. By now it's going to be him, but well. Seems going to be very easy now that that happens, but well, we can't say anything till the checker flag is waved, so we have to keep watching this race. But yeah, definitely the favorite to win the race, but we can't say anything in F1, it's like that. Nothing is decided till they show you the checkered flag. On board with Ash now, who's going to enter lap 31, and that's going to give us last 3 laps of the race. Oh, we have a spin from Ben. Ben is off the track. He did a very good recovery race after getting that drive through, but now once again spinning. Does he have any damage? Well, we have now Danje DNFs the race. Probably a spin to the exit of the corner. That's I think that's what happened, because well, it's on the second DRS straight, and well, normally their DNFs happen because of spinning on the exit of the previous corner and they go into the wall. Probably that's what happened. No safety car is going to come out, definitely, because we only have 3 more laps remaining on this race. Gap has been reduced into 2.9 now. Adam tries to do everything he can, but we are going to only have 2 more laps remaining of this race. He only has to shorten 1.8 seconds to be on the DRS of Ash, I'm sorry. Adam is the one who's trying to shorten that gap. But it's going to be very difficult now with only 2 more laps remaining. But what he can do is try to push as hard as he can and try to force an error from Ash. Now on board with Eckott, who is probably waiting to the final lap to send his final attack on Eat My Dust and recover his 3rd place of the race. Could be the 2nd consecutive podium for Eckott. After last weekend at Bahrain, finished on P3, today it can be another P3 for him. Knox dives into the pit lane again, probably gonna go for softs and try to take fastest lap of the race. But well, this time is not going to take any points as last weekend he was able to. Adam now, the gap 2.8, same as last lap, but it's 2.7 now. It was even to 2.6 at some point. Final lap of the race now, we are going to enter. Ash is going to win the Spanish Grand Prix. Final lap now lap 33 of 33. And well, I want to see the attack of Eckott into Eat My Dust, because now it's gonna be his last chance. Eat My Dust tries to wave a bit to cut the slipstream. Tries to go, moves in by the outside. Gonna be a very interesting move there. Gets the move done. Eckott takes P3 of the race on the final lap. That was obvious. That was his intention of attacking on the final lap. And there he goes. P3 for Eckott. Ash going to take the win today after having started P13. Ash is going to take a great win today. Eckott also won a lot of places. He's been doing recovery drives since last weekend too. Also did a great recovery from last place on the grid last weekend at Bahrain. Eat My Dust, also a recovery race for him and up into P4. Adam also won 8 places, not so much as the other 3 drivers. But now on board with Ash, gonna take the checkered flag. And it's Ash who wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Adam takes P2 of the race. Finally shortened the gap into 2.1. Wasn't enough for the chase Ash for the win of the race. Eckott takes his 2nd podium of the season. The only driver now with 2 podiums. And I think that's going to leave Eckott as our championship leader now. 30 points, if I'm not wrong, he is our leader because Ash didn't participate on first race. That will be 25 points for Ash. And Adam, I think if I'm not wrong, he DNF'd on first race, so it's 18 points for him. So probably Ekot is our championship leader right now.
I got P2.
That's good. I've worked out what was going on with Polly. Yeah, together spray. That's put on the restart with her DRS training as well. She's getting better.
I would catch Ash by probably 5 tenths during the middle sectors, and on the main straight, you'd get like 3 tenths back on you every because of the mix.
David's gonna do interviews.
Okay, hello to everyone. I'm going to quickly do some interviews. I'm going to start with Adam, or P2 of the race. Well, what I could say, I can talk about those final laps. You were giving it all to chase Ash, but well, he was just so far behind. Were you expecting at some moment to chase him and go for the win of the race?
Yeah, I was catching him at a good pace through the middle sectors in that final stage, but I think with the setup I was running and he was running, he was just pulling away a bit on the straights, so I just couldn't close the gap enough. I didn't think I would pass him, but I was hoping to get within maybe 3 seconds, and hopefully by putting that pressure on by closing in, he might have picked up a track limits penalty, but to his credit, he drove very well, and he was too good today.
Then what could you say about that first part of the race? You didn't seem to have much pace on the softs anymore. Then A Gaming overtook you on the first part of the race. Then you were very far behind, and well, then safety car came. So can you describe a bit that situation? Finally, you showed much more pace at the end than at the start.
Yeah, I just don't really like the softs on this track. I just find they overheat a bit, and the grip isn't quite there for me, and they tend to wear out quickly as well. And I was struggling for dirty air, to be honest. So once I was in P2 in that last stint and had some fresh air, I could actually have some decent pace, and I think I did my fastest lap on the last lap of the race. So yeah, I think I had good pace, but I just couldn't show it because I was always stuck behind someone.
Then my final question is, how did the accident in front of you? I think it was a very big accident after the safety car between Nox, A Gaming, and maybe someone else. I think Rostorm too. So can you describe exactly what happened?
They were a bit far in front of me, so I didn't see it exactly, but I just got really lucky there, like a hot knife through butter, mate, and just went straight through the middle of all of them and got past about 5 cars in one go. So that worked out well for me. Unfortunate for the other guys, but yeah, played into my hands nicely. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been on the podium today.
Okay, Adam, thank you for your time and congratulations for getting that P2 and well, first podium of the season.
Thanks, David.
Okay, A Gaming, now I'm going to interview you. You seem to had a very good race and well, started on P11, very good place to start here on this track. Everything was going good for you, but well, first off, I'm going to ask a question that I didn't cock on the stream. It was you were first in front of Ash, and well, then suddenly were behind him in the first stint. What happened there? Did he overtook you, or was it a mistake?
I think he just had had DRS the engine down in the stint on medium, so maybe that was it. Essentially, I think he gained pace, yeah, maybe close up a bit to the lead, and had nice suspension. Yeah, so that's just done when that goes through the other areas.
My next question is, what happened with Knox in the safety car? First, you got a 5-second time penalty, then he was in front of you, then you retook the place and got another penalty. But what exactly was what happened there?
I had yellow tyres. Like I said, the safety car was finished. And I was leading it was Ash out the front that was pushing the buttons for Mercedes and me. Uh, and Knox literally behind me. So I got past him in the shortcut, and then I got illegally overtaken in the stalls, and he was just sitting on the track waiting for a decision to try and tell me where he was. I gave him another 5 seconds, and the other time he hit me, he gave me another 2 seconds. So let's see what the next time is.
And well, my final question now is, what happened? What was the incident that happened that cost you Rostorm and Nox after the relaunch?
That was after Knox getting into the position that he was in. Wasn't directly his fault. Yeah, I just happened to have the aero shot turn made nine the way I usually do.
So he touched you from behind.
Yeah, so he touched me twice under the safety car, and then I can't remember if it was before or after the safety car. I think it was after the safety car he touched me.
Okay, well, yeah, it wasn't the best race for you, but next weekend you'll have another chance, so keep looking forward into the next race. Okay, thank you for your time, and well, unless someone else wants to say something, I'm going to end this interview now, so please, some commentary, please do. Okay, I'm going to finish the interviews now, so thanks everyone for your time, and thanks for another great race once again.